Okay. So welcome to my preview session on creating machine vision applications. By applications, I mean Windows application using ChatGPT. Okay. Now, as we know, all of us are now in a new era whereby AI is taking over almost every software or every computer related work. You can actually you can automate what you want to do. And then I was very interested in developing machine vision solutions using, previously I'll just tell you about my background. Actually, I'm a retired lecturer from USM. I've been teaching there for almost 26 years. And for about 20 years, I was teaching a course known as Industrial Machine Vision. And that was a final year elective course. And then when I retired in 2021, I started a small company known as MMR Training and Consulting. It's basically a one-man show in which I conduct training to the industries on the fundamentals of machine vision, basically how to select cameras, how to select lenses, and then how to write algorithms just to solve problems and so on. And then during the training, normally I use OpenCV and Python, where I did the coding line by line. Okay, I was not very good in Windows programming using Python. So what I did was I just tried with AI tool like ChatGPT. Okay, and then I found that ChatGPT can do some very interesting work. You can develop your own application using ChatGPT. And so that is what this training is all about. It's not really a training, just a preview. Okay, so I'll just share with you some of the previous work we are doing. Okay, so if you go to my website here, www.mmrtraining.com.my, which I've given in my email link, okay, you will see that we are doing quite a number of trainings on machine vision, basically, and also on image processing. Okay, so some of these are hands-on, where students will capture images in the class and then they will do processing and so on. Okay, so these are the various workshops, the training workshop we are doing currently. In fact, all these training workshops are face to face. It's physical workshop. I don't have any online workshop. So even this workshop later on, I want to make it physical, a hands-on workshop. Why? Because the students will be recording images in real time. They will record the image during the workshop and then they will process it using the app that they will develop during the class. Okay. But ChatGPT, there is some limitation, which I will explain later on. But these are the set of training that I'm doing. I'm also working on online training workshop series because of the request from the industry, but it's not really done yet, still in process. Now, these are some of the past training that we have been conducting in the area of machine vision, image processing, and so on. So if any of you are interested in this kind of area, your company is interested, you can request and you can. So all these trainings are HRDF claimable. So you can, in fact, the payment come direct from HRD.com. Okay. Now, in this training, what you will learn is this. Okay, you will learn how to develop an image processing application to solve a machine vision problem by using ChatGPT. So here I've shown you, okay, let me on the highlighter laser point. Okay, here I've shown you an app in which the objective of this application eventually is to detect which of this object is damaged. For example, here you got a broken cookie, the rest are okay. So we need to come up with a plan first, what to do. So this is almost a complete, it's about 70% complete app in which we will open an image and then convert the image to grayscale and then we do median filtering, average filtering, threshold, save image, and then we exit. Okay. Now sometimes if you are a hardware engineer, maybe you don't have much exposure to software, computer science, even not computer science background, then you may have difficulty in developing Windows application. Yes, there's a lot of, it's a long learning curve. But using ChatGPT, you can cut that short because ChatGPT will give you the codes and then you can put inside your PyCharm or any other IDE and then you can develop your Windows app. So we are going to develop this during this 1 hour preview. Okay. So I hope all of you have installed this. If not, don't worry, just go through the class first, and then later you can download and install to your PC. And this is a very nice software. And then once it's downloaded, you got it running, you can really spend hours on this, developing very nice looking application. So download this, and then when you download this, you need to insert certain packages, and we need OpenCV packages and Tinker package and so on. Okay, this is what I did a few months ago. I'm not exactly sure how I install this package. What you need to do basically, there is one link here. Okay, these are Python packages. So you can click this and then type inside there OpenCV. If it is not there, then you can download, install. Okay, but some of these are already pre-installed into the software, so it's very easy to use. Okay, now in this training, I'll just show you a few examples of what I did. Okay, before I started developing the Windows app, I had in my mind what I want to do actually. What I want the app to do, what I want, how I want the app to look like. So I have on a piece of paper, I drawn up everything, and then I went to ChatGPT, and then I did this step by step. So what I did, the first thing, so I wrote inside ChatGPT, I told ChatGPT, I want to develop a Windows application using OpenCV Python with the following features and capabilities. One, button to open and display a color image, button to exit the program. That's all. And this is the only instruction I gave ChatGPT. And ChatGPT gave me the code, the Python OpenCV code. So I just copy and paste inside PyCharm. Copy and paste and then I run. So when I run, this is what I got. Okay, I got a very simple app, very nice, tidy looking app, in which it created a button, this button to open the image and display, and then another button to exit the program. Okay, you can try this on your own later. And then what I did, I wanted to make this a bit more complex. I want to convert the image from color to grayscale image. So what I did, I asked ChatGPT, add a button to convert the color image to grayscale. And I said, put the button to the left of the exit button. So when we give very specific instruction, ChatGPT does not have to guess what we want. Okay, you tell exactly. In fact, ChatGPT, you can treat this AI tool as your assistant, somebody who's working for you. Okay, the cost is not expensive. Currently, I'm using the free version, and there are some limitation, but basically, you treat AI tool as your assistant. You tell the assistant what exactly you want. So I put one more sentence here. Put the button on the left of the exit button. This is what ChatGPT gave me. Add a button to convert the color image to grayscale. You can see one button here to convert it to grayscale. And then this is exactly on the left of the exit button. So you can give very specific instruction so that it knows exactly what you need. Otherwise, the AI tool will keep guessing what you want. It will put button everywhere, anywhere. It won't be neatly arranged like this. Okay. And then this is the final. After a few stages of interaction, which I will show in a short while, what I did was, this is what I got. So I opened the image, convert to grayscale, and then I did median filtering. So if you're not very sure what is median filtering, you can just Google and search. All these are image processing tools to clean up the image. And then we do average filtering. And then thresholding is to convert the grayscale image into a binary image. And this is finally you got. Now, what can we do with this image? Example, we can extract properties related to each of these, what are known as blobs. Okay, when you extract properties like area, for example, and this white area is one blob. If you extract area, you can easily see one of these area will be small. Okay, using that criteria of area, that feature of area, you can identify this as the defect. Defect product you can put across there. Okay, so all this can be done within ChatGPT, but I'm not going to continue with detecting defects and so on, but I will stop until the threshold. But you can carry on and carry on and develop a program in which you can actually let the software determine which is the defective product. Okay. By the way, this software is an offline software, meaning that we open the image and then we execute offline. you can actually do it online. With ChatGPT also allows you to develop a software that you can link to your camera in real time. You can capture your image and so on. But I haven't tried that, but I think that is a possibility. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I will stop the sharing of this, and then we will do in real time some example how to do this. So I'm going to take you all to the website ChatGPT. Also, I'll stop sharing this. Okay, what I will do is I will share the screen so you can see the screen here. I will share the screen. Okay, I hope all of you can see the screen. Let me exit this first and let me exit the PowerPoint first. Okay, okay, let me share the screen again. Okay, I hope you all can see my screen. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up PyCharm on the left, and then I'm going to open up the ChatGPT on the right. Let me put this on the left here. Wait, and let me open up. Okay, so can you all see this side by side?
Yes.
Can, so you can see this side by side. This is ChatGPT. So what you need to do, you need to log in and log in to ChatGPT so that it can keep record of whatever that you're doing. So what I'm going to do here, I have the commands ready. So I wrote it down in a Word document that you can't see, but it's okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that Word document, I'm going to type inside here. It's just like typing line by line. So what I'm telling ChatGPT is I want to develop a Windows app using OpenCV with the following feature and capability, like what I showed you in the slide. So I'm going to send this. Okay, so this is the live reply. It says certainly, and then it gives you all the feature. It gives you the full code here. Okay, it gives you the full code up to the end. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy this code and then I'm going to paste inside Python. So here I'm going to create a new app. Okay, I'm going to create a new Python file known as win app 3a. I call it 3a because I'm going to modify this app later. Okay, so whatever I copy there, I'm going to control V here, paste. Okay, so you'll notice that, in fact, I don't understand in detail. Some of it I understand, but assuming you don't have any background at all in programming, just copy and paste and then click run here. Okay. Now, can you all see the window there? And the app window?
Yes.
Yes. So I'm going to open an image. Now, some of the images I've already sent you all earlier. So I'm going to open an image like this, a 20-cent coin. You can display the image like this. Okay. It is as simple as that. And then I can just press a button to exit. Okay. So that is my first program. Now, to develop my second program, what I do, I go back to ChatGPT. Okay, stop somewhere here. It says I can do a lot more things, but I'll just stop here. And then I'm going to send in my second command. My second request to ChatGPT will be, okay, add a button to convert image to grayscale and put the button on the left. So I'm going to send this to ChatGPT. Okay, it says certainly can. So it is giving me another Python code. So this is to put a button, a grayscale button. So this is another code. This is a complete code. We can see down there until root main loop. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy this. And then I'm going to create a new app. So I don't want to disturb the previous program. I'm going to create a new uh, program known as win app 3b. So I call this 3b. So it's a continuation. So inside here, I'm going to paste everything. without even reading the code, I want to try out whether it works or not. You can see, okay, you can see the grayscale button appearing on the right, on the left of exit. So I open the image and then I open this. This is the original image. So when I click grayscale, it will convert to grayscale. Okay, so I don't have to know how the code works, but it works because this ChatGPT, I'm treating ChatGPT like my assistant, like I'm the boss. So this guy is a specialist in programming. I tell what I want. So then I exit. Okay, now next what I want to do, I want to save the image after conversion in JPEG format. So what I do, I ask ChatGPT, add a button to save the image in JPEG format. Place the button to the left of the exit. So I want to add a save button. Okay. You can even tell what you want the label on the button to be. If you specify you want the label to be just save SAVE, you can also type that. Okay. So here ChatGPT has given me the complete code up to root main loop. Again, without understanding anything, I'll just copy this. So I'm going to create another program here. So I'm going to call this.
Justify tau. Sebab ada je tadi yang dapat LSTM
I
tu.
don't. Yeah,
Kita kena, kalau orang ML dia akan tanyalah. Tu je lah.
somebody's mic is on.
Pasal Zila aku tak tahu dia okey ke tak.
Dia dengan Roslan.
Okay,
Sebab dia hari
somebody's.
tu di paper air tu
Excuse
okey
me,
je. Aku
somebody's
tahu
mic.
tau. Tu aku
So I will mute some of the mics first, so later you. Okay, so I'm going to create another program known as Win App 3C, Win App 3C. Okay, so remember here I want to save the image after conversion. So when I run this program, okay, you can see the save JPEG comes here because I didn't tell ChatGPT what I want the label to be. In fact, I can write one more line asking ChatGPT to change the label here to just save. So save JPEG. So open image. That is the image. Okay. So convert to grayscale and then and then after conversion to grayscale, I can save. So when I click save, it will open up. You see, I don't have the grayscale image here, so I can save this as gray. Okay, so after saving as gray, it will appear inside your folder. I'll just usually when you install PyCharm, it will create a folder known as Python projects. Okay, whatever you do will appear inside the project. I don't know why there's a red color line there, but it's okay. Okay, so these are the images I gave you earlier. Now you can see there's a grayscale image. Originally it was not there. So this was created by this software. Okay, so I can exit this. And then let's say I want to process the image a bit. I want to clean up the image, remove noise and so on. So what I do here, I tell ChatGPT, I want to apply median filter. Okay, so if you want to know more about all this image processing, there's another training on image processing alone. So here I say I want to apply median filter to the image after gray conversion. Please add a button to the right of the grayscale image. Okay, so that is a median filter. Now you'll notice that it is not giving me the full code. It is giving me partially. If it gives you partially, then you have to crack your head, figure out where you're going to insert this. Sometimes the code keeps changing. So what I do here, I tell ChatGPT, show me the full code. Okay, I want to see the full code. So I can just copy and paste. So this will take some time to generate. So that is a full code already done. So I copy. And then here I create another program. So I don't disturb the previous program because they are working fine. So I call this Win App 3D. Win App 3D. So I paste everything inside here. So remember here, I'm trying to add one more button to do median filtering. Okay, so you can see the button there, median filtering. Okay, I open the image. Okay, and then no, I open the color image, convert to grayscale, and then I apply median filtering. So just watch what happens when I click the median filtering button, and take note of the noise around here, all the dirt. Sometimes when you capture image, okay, sometimes you have noise in the image, you want to remove the noise. Okay, so when I click median filtering, you can see that, okay, the image is not completely blurred, but then some of the noise has disappeared. It's becoming less. You can see the noise is going away. Okay. So what I do, I can save this image after median filter, but I can just exit this first for the time being. Now after median filtering, now I have my own plan. So before develop all this, I have in my mind step by step what I want to do. So after median filtering, I want to do average filtering. Okay, so in order to do average filtering, so what I do, I tell ChatGPT, add another button to apply average filter. Okay, I hope you all can see at the bottom here. So I tell ChatGPT, add another button to apply average filter. Place the button to the right of the median filter button. Show me the full code. So I tell ChatGPT to give me the full code. Otherwise, it will give you only the part where the button is added, the additional elements. It won't show you the full code. So here I want to see the full code because I'm too lazy to go and figure out where to insert and modify and so on. So I just send this to ChatGPT. Okay, so this is the complete updated code. And you see, until now it works quite well and there's no problem even using the trial version. Okay, so I copy this code and then I create a new program known as WinApp3E. So I call this WinApp3E. Okay, so remember what I'm doing here. I'm inserting one more filter known as average filter. So when I run this, you should have one more button coming up here known as average filter. So what does it do? Okay, I'll open the image here. So this button convert the image to grayscale, and then you can apply median filter. Okay, and then I apply average filter. Now average filter will prepare the image for thresholding. Will remove noise from the image, and then you will prepare it for thresholding. Thresholding means segmentation. Because in machine vision, segmentation is extremely important part because it separates the object from the background. Okay, then you can do a lot of analysis whether the product is acceptable or reject and so on. So I've done until average filtering. The next step will be thresholding. So I want to exit this. So the next step I want to threshold the image. Threshold means to binarize the image. Okay. So I'm going to do this. I'm telling ChatGPT, add another button to threshold the image after average filter. Place the button next to the average filter button. Okay. And then I just put here, show me the full code. Okay. Now that is the limitation here. Wait a minute. It's not giving me the full code. Okay, what happened? Now the button. Okay, it says because the program has grown around 880 to 200 line, the chat interface may truncate the code if I paste the entire code. I don't want to give you an incomplete program, okay, with the button as requested. Okay, so I'm going to ask ChatGPT to give me the Python file. So I say, please, Python file for download. Okay, it can give you the .py file directly for download. Okay, sometimes it may hit the limit for trial version. So if you have the full version, you should be able to do this. Now it is giving me here, you can see you can download the file here. So I'm going to click this. Okay, I should be able to save. Okay, yes, I'm going to save as. I'm going to go into the folder where I have the Python projects. Okay, I have the projects here. Okay, I'm going to save inside here. Okay, so when I save inside there, okay, it will come into the folder. You can see here, you can see it's already inside the folder. Okay, so when I double click and open this, I got the code here. Okay, so this is the complete code given by Python, but now it's giving me the complete.py file. Okay, I don't have to copy and paste. But what I want to do is I want to keep the original file. I want to select all, copy, and then I want to create a new program known as win. Okay, win at 3F. Okay, and then whatever given to me by ChatGPT, I'm going to put inside here. So this is supposed to be the latest program. So I'm going to run this. Okay, so when I run this, you'll notice that I can get all the buttons that I wanted here. And you have open image. So I'm going to open the color image. And then I click grayscale. Okay, convert to grayscale. And then I apply median filter. And then I apply average filter to blur the image. And then I threshold. Okay. So when I threshold, you'll notice that some parts are broken here. Why? Because the lighting is not done properly for this object. So if you open up the original image, you see when we capture image like this under this lighting condition, the lighting is not done properly. You can see that some reflection on top there. So this reflection will cause a lot of problem in image processing. So this shouldn't happen. This is where lighting plays an important role in the machine vision system design. Okay, but I'll take you through this anyway. We'll just see after grayscale conversion, median, you can press a few times. Each time you press, it goes through the loop again. So you're doing median filter a few times. And then we do average filtering. Okay, maybe twice. And then we do thresholding, you get this. Okay. Now, usually when we process images, the foreground is white, the background is black, right? The foreground is white, background is black, because the white area are considered as part of the object of interest. So we want this to be inverted. So this is wrong. We don't want this. So we want to invert. So if you want to invert, what we can do is, okay, we can ask ChatGPT, I want to invert the image. Please invert the image while thresholding. Okay, so I'm going to ask ChatGPT to invert the image while thresholding. Okay, it says that it asked me to look for this command, thresh binary, and then replace this by thresh binary invert. You can see the I and B there. So I just have to add that. I can just go back to the program and look for this thresh binary. It's somewhere here. You can see here. It is CV2 thresh binary. So I just put here I and B. Okay. So in fact, you can just copy this and just paste inside there or ask ChatGPT to generate a new code. But since I know how thresholding works, so I can just copy and paste that. So if you have some knowledge in image processing, then you'll find that it's much easier to develop. But even without any knowledge in programming at all, you can develop very good quality application. So when you run this, for example, we'll just test this again. Open the image. So this is the color image. Convert to grayscale, median filter 3 times, average filter 3 times, and then with threshold. Now you can see the foreground is white, the background becomes black. Okay, so after thresholding, you can save the image. Okay, you can, so this is 20-cent coin after threshold. And so this will be saved inside your folder. And we'll see whether it is there. Now you can see now it is saved inside your folder. Okay. So we can test it on a different image. For example, like this image I've shown you earlier, image of these cookies. Assuming you want to detect which is a broken product, damaged product. So you notice that when this image was captured, there's a lot of noise in the background here. So we'll go through the same process, conversion to grayscale, and then we do median filtering. Okay, when I pressed median filtering 3 times, you can see some of the noise is going away. Okay, so I press again 4 times. So the image is still reasonably sharp, but then the background, some noise has been suppressed. So when we average filter rate, okay, you'll notice that it's much better. So I can apply threshold directly. You can see the product very clearly. Okay, so I can even save this or I can process it further. So we have come until this stage where we apply threshold to this image to get this output. And from here, you can see that very clearly. The white area, the image, you can actually find how many pixels are there in each of this white area. That can be done in ChatGPT. That is known as object property extraction. So once you know the property value, if it is below certain value, then you can assign that as a reject product. So this can be used for real-time inspection. So this is offline inspection where you open the image and then you load it. You can actually link to your camera, capture the image in real time, and then do this processing. So you'll notice that here what we are doing, I don't have any knowledge in how to develop Windows application, but I can develop application like this. You can develop your own application for any purpose that you want. Need not be image processing, it can be anything. So that is the power of this AI tool. So this AI tool you are going to use as a calculator. Remember when you went to school long ago during my time, we have to use a timetable. We have to memorize all the timetable from standard 1 to standard 6. We are not allowed to use calculators. So we have to memorize 3 times 2, 5 times 2. We have to put everything in our head. So that will exercise our brain. But when you have a calculator with you, our focus shifts to solving problems. Okay, we want to solve problem, then the calculator becomes a tool. Similarly, ChatGPT AI tool is like this. We focus on the problem that you want to solve. Okay, as a vision system developer, for example, somebody asks you to develop a software to detect broken cookies, for example, and this is one example to broken cookies in a factory mass producing this kind of product. And they are moving on a conveyor. You want to detect which is good, which is bad. That is your objective. Okay. So they want you to come up with an app. You can sit down, you can go and take a course in, computer vision, learn how to do programming, spend hours going through all the YouTube videos on writing algorithms and so on. Another option is to use the AI tool. So if you use AI tool, you can immediately develop very quickly. You saw that this was done within half an hour. I developed this. Okay, so I hope you can follow this and then try this on your own using PyCharm or any other IDE that you have. Okay, so if you all have any difficulty, you can contact me later. Now we still have a bit more time. I just want to show you maybe one more application. I'll exit this first. Okay. Now I'll show you one more application. So I tell ChatGPT, I want to develop another Windows application from scratch. Okay, I want to develop another Windows application from scratch. So what I'm going to do in this application, my idea is to resize image. Some images are too big. And when you capture images using your mobile phone camera, the images are very big. Sometimes it comes to 2 or 3 megabyte. So when you capture 5 or 10 images, you put inside your PowerPoint slide, then the PowerPoint becomes very big. You want to send by email, you can't send because your images are too big. So what you can do is you can use existing software to resize the image, or you can develop your own software to resize the image to whatever size that you want. Okay. So I'm going to tell ChatGPT I'm going to develop a new app. So what I'm going to do, the same thing. I'm going to ask ChatGPT. This is normally our starting point. Whenever you write any image processing software, this will be the first point. Okay, so we are starting from scratch. So we copy the same. You can even use back the previous program, but I want to create a new one. So this is known as Win App 4A. Okay, so this program will just read and display an image. Okay, open an image. I want to read and display, for example, this image. So this image was captured using my mobile phone camera. It's quite a big image. So I want to resize it. Okay. So I tell ChatGPT add a button to the left of exit button to resize the image to 0.75 times. Okay, add a button to the left of the exit button to resize the image to 0.5 times. Okay, as display the new image. Or you can, okay, I think we'll just run this first and see what happens. Add a button to resize the image and see whether it works or not. Okay, we copy the software, we copy the code, and then we develop another program here. We call this Win App for B. Yeah? So I put A, B, C, D to show that this is a progression. Okay, so this is sorry, it's not complete yet. And so it's not giving the complete code. So I want the complete code. So I put here, show me the full code. The full code normally will end with the root main loop here. And so this is the complete code. So what I do, I copy this. Okay, I go back, I delete everything here. Yeah, I paste this. Okay, so when I run this program, okay, so I'm going to open the same image. Okay, and then I resize. So when I resize this, you can't see any change because the image is already very big. Now, if I were to open another image like this, and then I resize, sorry, it's doing something else. Okay, now it is confused with the previous command. So I think there is a problem. So anyway, I think I'll just show you the program I did earlier using this. So that was, I think, to be. Okay. So open image. You can see here. So this is what I did earlier. Now it doesn't work. I don't know why. Maybe there's some kind of confusion. Maybe I have to make the instruction more clear. Okay. Or maybe I need to open a new chat. When you open a new chat, it doesn't confuse with the previous chat. There's no continuity. So the second button is now 0.5x. So I can exit this. And then what I did, I added another button to save the image. So you can open the image and then reduce the size and save the image. Okay, so I'll just show you one more program. Okay, so in this program, I give two options. Either you want to reduce to 0.75 or 0.5. So when you open the file, so you can see if I click this, it is 0.75 times the original image. When I click this, it becomes even smaller. Okay. So if I open the original image, because this image is too big, you can't see any changes taking place. So if I click this and then I click this, it's actually getting smaller. And so when I save, it is saving the new image, okay, at 0.5 times. And so I can save it as 0.5x. Okay. So when you go and look at the properties here, so you'll notice that usually here there is a change in the memory. You can see original image original image is 2335 kilobyte and it's about 2 megabyte. So after resizing, it is 334 kilobyte. That's a big reduction. So if you take this image, put inside PowerPoint slide, it will look almost the same. You can't tell the difference. I'll just show you very quickly. Example here. Let's say I create a new presentation. Yeah, and then I add one more slide here. So I'm going to insert the original picture. Okay, let me go back to documents. Okay, it is inside Python projects. Okay, images. Okay, remember this is the original image. Okay, forget about the red color line. I don't know why the red line is there. This original image. So this is the image after reduction by 50%. Okay. So when I go from here to here, when I click the mouse here and here, you can hardly see any difference in the image. Okay. But in terms of the saving, even the PowerPoint size of that PowerPoint slide will reduce a lot. Although the image is the same. So when you take any picture using your mobile phone, don't insert the image directly into PowerPoint and send it by email. Sometimes your Google space will run out. You won't have enough space, and then they'll ask you to buy extra storage space. You don't have to do that. You can reduce the size to, for example, the size original, and then another picture here is half the size. Although it is half the size, you don't see any difference actually in your image. Furthermore, sometime after inserting, we resize further like this. Sometimes we resize further inside your PowerPoint for presentation. Okay. So, so when you resize it, you'll save a lot of space, memory space, and so on. And sometimes people send to me a PDF file which is a few megabyte, and you can hardly open. So this is one way. So all in comes back to the program that we saw earlier, which is this program. And you'll notice that here, okay, we have a very tidy program to open the image, to resize it, and then you can save, and then you can exit. Okay, so I think based on this concept, I think you can develop your own program. The beauty of this is that we can write quite advanced program without even writing a single line of code. You'll notice that here I hardly touch the code at all. Even when you ask me in detail, some of the code I don't understand how it works. Okay, but I can write complete, very, very sophisticated program, as you saw earlier, to process images and so on. Okay, so we have another 5-10 minutes. I'm already coming to the end of my presentation here. I hope this has been useful for all of you. Okay, so I will stop the sharing. If you all have any question, you can ask me. We have another 5-10 minutes. Okay, otherwise we can, after that we can wrap up. Stop sharing. Okay, so thank you for all those who just joined. Okay, any question? Anybody want to ask anything?
Hello, Dr. Mani. I'd like to have, thank you very much for the knowledge. It's very, very
Okay,
interesting. I have
okay,
few questions. The first one, because looking at the first project that you work on, because I think you triple click on median filtering as well as average filtering. So, because you mentioned that the button somehow, because it was reading in loops.
correct,
If
correct.
I try to remember. So,
Yeah,
do we need to specify the instruction to ChatGPT for that,
you can.
or they
No,
somehow automatically understand?
I know you need to specify. If you're more specific, then it'll give you exactly
Mm-hmm.
what you want. But if you just
Mm-hmm.
try to, if you're too general, ChatGPT will try to
Mm-hmm.
guess what you want. The best way is
Ah,
once you complete one application, try to
yeah,
create a new chat. Try to create a
new
new
chat.
chat, and
Okay.
then you do everything from fresh. So it won't mix up with the previous communication and so on. And then sometimes we stop.
Okay.
Sometimes we stop. We want to continue the following day, right? Okay, you cannot finish your work. You want to continue the following day. The problem is ChatGPT doesn't know what you did earlier. It tried to recall, but it's quite difficult. So what we do is that we copy and paste the previous code and tell ChatGPT that this is the code you gave me yesterday. I want to modify, improve it further. So that also can be done. So it's just like your own assistant.
Yeah, because I saw that you triple click the median filtering button. It's because you mentioned I think like on average filtering, for example, because you try to blur it more the
Correct.
image, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean I understand that for image processing that is needed, but whether ChatGPT can whether we have to prepare to give like a proper instruction like for this, the button should be in loop, something like that, or they can actually guess what we want. So that's the question. So we have to really specify the instruction in ChatGPT to give us a proper
Yeah,
code.
yeah. No, I didn't give any detailed instructions. So it just gave me
Ah,
those buttons and so on. I just said I want the button. I
okay,
didn't tell what is the size of what's the color of the button, size of the button, and so on.
okay.
So it's very basic, it's functional. But if you want more better looking appearance, you can use another AI tool known as Claude. So Claude will
Oh,
give you
clothing, yeah, clothing.
Claude
Yeah.
will give you much more impressive interface. But you know the way engineers work, and we just want to solve the problem. It's not the fancy the appearance and so on. So I find
At this
ChatGPT,
at this for the starting, I think it should be good for
yeah,
me.
yeah,
Yeah.
true, is good enough. Okay.
Okay, the second question for this one, is it an open source? Do we have to pay anything to use it like unlimited?
The PyCharm, is it?
Yeah, the PyCharm,
The PyCharm is open source. It's a free software.
open source.
Yeah, free
Okay,
software you
so
can
this
download
okay,
and try it out. It's a very beautiful software. The interface is very nice. I can just open up. I already closed earlier. I think you can try this later on your own. It's quite a good software.
okay. The third question, because you mentioned that this is what you are designing or what you are building is like how to say it is a desktop based, so something that is not real time. So can we do real time maybe interface or real time apps based on this?
Yeah, it can be done real time, but I haven't tried using ChatGPT yet.
Okay,
So all
okay,
the while I've been doing offline because when I do training, we don't have any conveyors and so on. So, but it can be done.
okay.
You can challenge ChatGPT to develop a software whereby you can see live images, and then you can
Mhm.
trigger the camera, capture the image, and then do real time processing.
Okay, all right.
It's
Thank you very
possible.
much.
Okay,
Thank
okay,
you.
then. Thank you so much. Okay, any other questions? Otherwise, you can contact me later. My phone number is also in the NTW website. You have my email. You can contact me later if you want more details. We can have more detailed discussion. Okay, so I'm just planning to do this as a face-to-face activity. Yeah, so you can capture real images and process it online. Okay, so I would like to thank all of you. So I'm not able to meet everyone. Thank you for your time and thank you for your interest in joining this application. Remember that AI just developed about 3-4 years ago. It has gone very far. It's going to go further. So make use of this AI as a tool. It's not that you are getting somebody to do your work, but you treat AI tool as your assistant, and then you shift your focus to solving more complex problems. Okay. So with that, we will end the session here today. Okay, I will also stop the recording. So thank you very much for joining. Hope wish you all the best. Have a good weekend.